Everyone, it's Manati Toru, and yeah, it's 5:53 in the morning. I'm going to college now, so I've got enough time to make a video. I need to make a final warning. That's I don't want to make this video, but I've got to because I want to address something I'm sick of. Again, I want to make this a final warning, and that goes towards his Facebook page because I support LGBT. Well, you stop ridiculing straight people. Well, not all straight people are bad, you know. This is something I see every day now. People getting mocked for being normal and all that. But yes, straight people did do bad things in the olden days. But still, I mentioned in a couple of my videos that if you respect, people who are normal and normal respects the different, that's what makes you respect. I mean, you can't get respect if you're just gonna mock them. You'll just get even more disrespect because that's what skepticality does. It makes people skeptical of others. If you keep doing that, you will get more disrespect. I'm honest. That's what I'm concerned of. Thus, if you just stopped ridiculing straight people for one day, I'm sure you won't get mockery. Thus, I'm pansexual. I'm pansexual, and do I mock straight people? No, I don't. Of course, straight people did do bad things in the olden days, but still, not all of them are just bad. You get lots of nice ones. I'm friends with hundreds of straight people. Some are good and some are bad, but I can't be always on the lookout for. I can't be always on my guard for just a person who's just. The world is normal, okay? To every equal person, we don't mind you, but you just need to realize that the reason that this world is full of normal people and sometimes is full of normal people is because this world is normal, and that's we're trying to understand. Well, we're trying to understand. We just need to take our time. It's not only me I'm sick of this. It's not only me who's just sick of this disrespect. Some of my friends are, and we'd really, really appreciate it if we'd had one day where everybody can just stop mocking the normal for once. Either way, have the normal stop disrespecting the different and instead respect the different. Yeah, I don't think I've ever mentioned this Facebook page in my older videos, but I think there's this YouTube video I've uploaded not long ago. It was something to do with I think the video title was called "We Need to Address Something That's Happening in These Communities," I believe. I think I mentioned something about this, about the LGBT people being, uh, like this, to not straight people. And I mentioned it before, though I forgot to have mentioned the Facebook page. I'm mentioning it now because I've seen too many of this, irrelevant banter going on that page, and I'm absolutely tired of it. I will, try and contact them and tell them if they can stop. Though it seems clear to me that the LGBT is nice, I like it, but you get some little tiny groups where they just won't stop being, well, annoying and all that. Annoying to the straight people. I mean, being rude to them in that kind of way. I just don't get it why people are so skeptical these days. It's a bag of arse. I can't stand it. I'd be really, really thrilled to pieces if we were to have a day where we can just have a day without people being skeptical and all that. Yeah. So, yeah, just want to make a final warning to to some people being skeptical. The main part of this video is just me to make a warning to I support LGBT, the Facebook page, because they can't stop. Because they keep making memes about straight people, not very nice things about them. Thus, it just shows like that you're still skeptical, and I don't mind LGBT people, but I just wish they can just stop being, well, not only them, but just like, you know, being people like emo kids being rude to just normal people. Just why can't the different people just be nice normal people for once? Just respect them, because the normal people might respect them in return. If you don't know what I mean, all this skeptical stuff. Well, I used to go through a doubt of depression where I felt like equals didn't like me, because if I made a mistake and like say something they didn't like, they would hate me, and I felt like that, and it made me upset and all that. So I'm pretty concerned that there are people like that now in the world. Very sadly, one another, you know, could be, you know, had this skeptical worries come true, and that's not very nice. Nobody wants to have their fears come true, and that's just what I'm worried about. And all I'm saying is, can these communities just give it a rest for once and just show some respect? Even if they don't like it, they should, you know. You know, I used to, you know, I even, you know, every time I don't have any because I have none, but when I did, when I did used to have enemies, mostly the people being envious of me because of the hard work. Well, I just used to help them out as well, despite being an enemy. That's what hard work really is. You know, even if you don't like your enemies, they call it hard work. Even if you work with them, you can't throw a brick at them. That's just not going to work anything well. You know, if you work with your enemies, or even if you even if you worked with people that you didn't like and you gave them a helping hand, there would be possibility they might apologize to you. That's the way you can bring hope up. And that's what I've learned for years, and I suggest you do the same. And so this covers everything that I've mentioned in these past videos about me complaining about, well, not complaining, but addressing these disgraceful things that I've witnessed in these communities, and I just wanted to put an end to it. So I've had to make warnings about them. So yeah, this video is just me addressing a warning to that Facebook page I just mentioned. Hoping they'll stop making these silly old stupid jokes about them and so respect them, and hopefully the straight people respect them in return. Thus, I've explained why the reasons, you know, people being worried about that. Just, you know, the moral of the story is just like, I think the moral of the story of this video comes into a quote, which explains that you can't expect everyone to be in the same shoes as you. And I know that just sounds like any old quote you might think, because everyone is different, but you can get people who don't. You can get people who have doubts just as well as I did, and you should, you know, understand that, because I mean, not everyone is like anyone. That's why we say we're all different, and that's why I'm trying to put the word out there. And hopefully, people will just understand that. To the viewers watching this video, I suggest you pass the word. That would be really great. My quote and all that. That will be really appreciating. And yeah, so there'll be more videos coming along the way. But hopefully, I managed to do an editing software called. I managed to use an editing software called the Cyberlink